Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jacob. Thank you for clicking on today's video. We have a super exciting reaction today. It is to Halsey's new album called The Great Impersonator. Now I have reacted to Halsey one other time to her song Lucky. This was several months ago. I feel like 2 months ago now this song has been out. And I remember really liking the song, but to be honest, can't even remember how it goes because I never listened to it again. And it's not because I didn't like it, it's because I don't tend to click on individual singles or make playlists very often. I usually will just listen to an album all the way through over and over again. So since an album wasn't out to accompany the song, I didn't go back to it. But I'm super excited to listen to this album because kind of following along on this album rollout, mostly on Twitter, seeing her impersonations throughout, or leading up, building up to the album release. I think the concept is so cool. The concept of the album is genres throughout, not even her life, but throughout time, history, I guess. People that she's looked up to, influencing her own sound. And she's taken photos as these artists that inspire her, which I think is just such a fun concept for an album. So it's made me super excited. I know she's gone through a lot. I think she had leukemia and she has lupus, so she's lived a lot of life since her last album. Gosh, is that album called Manic? I think so, and I really liked that. Oh, If I Can't Have Love, whatever that album's called. Never listened to that, but I did listen to Manic, really liked Manic. Maybe I'll have to go back and listen to that other one, but we are gonna go ahead and listen to this. It is 18 tracks, which I haven't listened to an album this long in some time, since April, I guess, to be exact. So I'm a little nervous, but hopefully she draws me in with the songwriting, and I'm just super excited to listen to this. I haven't listened to a new album. I've listened to new albums to me in the past 2 months, but I haven't listened to a new album since Sabrina Carpenter's album, and that's already been out for 2 months. So I'm very excited to be listening to something new. Okay, here we go. The first song is called Only Living Girl in LA, and it's 6 minutes. Let's see what she has to say. I will be reading lyrics along. That's how I do things on my channel.
I wake up every day in some new kind of suffering.
She sounds great in this.
I've never known a day of peace. I wonder if I ever left behind my body.
Ooh, very raw vocals.
Think they'd laugh at how I died, or take a photo of my family in the lobby. The ceremony small and silent, 'cause I don't know if I could sell out my own funeral. At least not at this point in time.
She doesn't feel like she has a lot of people she can rely on.
And if I ever try to leave behind my body.
Is this about being sick, or is this about suicide? Because it sounds like she's actively trying to leave behind her body.
At least I know it was never mine. It was never mine. It was never mine.
These vocals are very raw. Loving the sounds in the back.
I left my wallet on the train.
So she feels like she's alone wherever she is.
Since I no longer even have a driver's license.
Olivia Rodrigo can't relate. Wow. This is so vulnerable. I have chills.
My special talent is in writing, it's not the same. But I'm not lucky, and I know I wasn't chosen.
She almost sounds like she has a joking tone in her voice. I know if it is joking, it's sarcasm, but it's very interesting.
I'm the only girl I
like backing vocals. Sonically, I am loving what I'm hearing. Sounds crazy. It's like giving me Ethel Cain vibes. Wow, this would be crazy live. The lights right now. Beautiful. I had chills most of that song. Wow, that was a 6-minute, 15-second song, and I thought it was gonna be like super repetitive because that's how a lot of long songs are, but it wasn't. It was like a new verse every time, and very honest, raw. Her vocals were so raw. The lyrics were so vulnerable. It's kind of hard to tell if it's like suicidal or like death because of her sickness. It's giving more suicidal vibes than anything else, but I think maybe that when you feel like your life is going to end no matter what, maybe that's kind of the helplessness that you feel anyways. I thought it was a beautiful song. That music at the end, I feel like really conveys the emotion that she's trying to tell with this song, which is that she feels like the only person in her life, basically. She feels alone. And that music really drowns out everything around. And like, I don't know, I picture like a scene in a movie of like a kid in high school and like everybody's walking around them and it's all fast paced and everybody's chatting and it's like just them walking like in a straight line, just kind of like keeping to themselves, and like they hear all this commotion but like nobody notices them. It's kind of the vibe I was getting from that instrumentation at the ending there, and I thought it was beautiful, and again, just a beautiful song. Okay, we are off to a fantastic start. I loved everything I was hearing sonically. I know she's like inspired by other artists, but I hope that there's a similar sonic cohesion to this because that was great. My favorite song of hers is Nightmare, and that like rocky element was kind of in that, which I don't really like rock vibe. And this kind of had like a more like old school. Anyways, doesn't matter. We're moving on to the next song. It's called Ego.
I'm caught up in the everyday trend, caught up on invisible thread.
Invisible string.
Raise a thin edge and I wake up tired, think I'm better off dead. Been a few months since I crossed over state lines, talked to my mom, fake smiles over FaceTime. Drink all night till I can't walk a straight line. Feel so low but I'm high at the same time. I can't keep my feet on the ground, and I'm nervous what you'll think of me now. I'm hoping that someone comes around and helps me figure it out. Over there. I think that I should try to kill my ego. If I don't, my ego might kill me.
Okay.
I'm nervous what you'll think of me now.
A lot of wrestling with fame in this album.
Someone comes around and helps me figure it out. I think that I should try to kill my ego. If I don't, my ego might kill me. I'm all grown up but somehow lately I'm acting like a fucking baby. I'm really not as happy as I seem. Nothing's as it seems. Yeah, nothing's as it seems.
This could be a single.
Like the lie I'm living, I'm way too nice and too forgiving. I wanna go back to the beginning when it all happened. A rooftop, Lower East Side, I'm singing. Didn't give a fuck if I was winning. It's all done now, so who am I kidding? I'm doing way worse than I'm admitting.
early 2000s. Lots of wrestles with fame, which she mentioned in the first song as well. Kind of being the only one at the funeral, not even just like without friends, but like fans too. I feel like that would be really hard to be a musician who's not always at the top, but who was once at the top. Like Halsey had Without Me is a huge hit, and what's the song called? Baby, wait, I just started singing the wrong song. Baby, pull me closer in the backseat. You know the song, it's a huge hit. And imagine having two like really massive hit songs and then all of your other music not being appreciated as much. I can imagine it being hard because you think when you're up at the top, like, I could stay here forever, but that's mostly not the case. And I can imagine that that would be really hard to deal with, especially after she was kind of on a streak there with like hit songs and kind of being everywhere in the media, and then kind of took a nosedive. Like I feel like people didn't really tune into her last album, and I know she did like a movie with it, and I think she's such an artist in that way. But she said in this song, like, I don't want to be pretty, or back in the day she said she didn't want to be pretty, she wanted to be cool. And I feel like maybe she leans more into her artistic ability than to like appeal to the general masses. And so of course the general masses aren't going to be tuned in for like something completely different, which is not a good thing, but it's just what happens. Great song, good single, not necessarily a song that I loved, but I think a lot of people will like it. Okay, we are moving on to the next song. It is called Dog Years. So it seems like the dog days are over, and now we're in the dog years. They've just kept going on. Okay, so this seems exactly about her. Sickness. Cool lyric play, which you wouldn't necessarily know if you weren't reading the lyrics. But it says, and I'm trying to be, capital B, positive, but O, capital O. It's hard, like blood types. Interesting. 'Cause my dog died last year, he fell asleep. She's gone through it. Last thing I told him was see you soon, and we can race. No mercy kill is what I seek. I didn't ask to live, but dying's up to me. That sent shivers down my spine. It's so sad. Dying's up to me. The song is very cool sonically. They say all dogs go to heaven. Well, what about a bitch? What about I've seen it? I've been a really good dog. Can I come inside? Yeah, I've been such a good girl. Can I go for a ride? Short leash, but I like it tight. And no one's such a sweet girl that I can really bite. Down like a lame horse, send me to the farm where all the dogs go. Very sad music. Oh. Beautiful song. Music at the end was very beautiful. It was like almost like the person was letting her in, or she was on a porch, like as if she was the dog running on the pasture, because you heard the wind chimes. All of these songs are about being suicidal and depressed and feeling like nobody loves you. So this is crazy. I feel like I haven't heard songwriting this personal since TTPD. But this is like on a whole different level of like vulnerability. Some of these thoughts are like crazy things to say. I literally almost started crying when she said that her dog died and she told it, "See you soon and we can race." I literally, that is so sad. And to think that like while her dog was dying in her arms, she was just thinking how she kind of wanted to be the dog dying. It's really sad. And she has a kid too, so that's making me like very sad for just her family. And she keeps referencing like the 3 people who care, the 3 people who care. I don't think these are necessarily people in her personal life. However, I don't know her personally. I'm thinking this is more about the public. Like, you know, if you see it in the news, the 3 people who care, you can tell them whatever she said. It's really sad to like feel that way about yourself. I am like feeling very sad for her. Okay, we're gonna move on to Letter to God, 1974. Beautiful. Kind of sound like Billie Eilish right there.
Did he want to be grown up? Were there trees he liked to climb? So boy, I went to school with leukemia and mine. And his parents gave him everything. They never yelled or cried. Never made him cut his hair because they're happy he survived. Didn't have to clean his room. It was enough to be alive. When I was little, I was jealous. Say a prayer at night when I say, please God, I don't wanna be sick. I don't wanna too many people with me. Please God, I don't wanna be loved. I wanna be somebody that they wanna get rid of. Please God, I don't wanna be sick. I don't wanna too many people with me. Please God, I wanna be loved. I don't wanna be somebody they wanna get rid of.
That was so sad. I have chills, 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 chills. That was very sad. Very interesting way of recording the vocal as if it was recorded in 1974. So many things I want to note here. She talked about, well, she talked about seeing a deer almost dying, and then it kind of made herself picture all the things that that deer had in its life and like feel sad for the deer, which makes me sad because it's almost like, why don't you think that way about yourself as well? But then she mentions like her parents always fighting and how she was envious of a little boy with leukemia because his parents, you know, he survived leukemia and she went to school with him later, I'm assuming, and they gave him whatever he wanted because they're just happy he was alive. And she was saying that she would pray to God asking to be sick so that way her parents would love her, basically give her attention. And this is kind of, I guess, showing that she's had these sort of like, I don't want to say attention problems, but she's had these issues being seen throughout her whole life since she was a kid. And this is so sad. And then she ended up getting leukemia when she's an adult, which is crazy because her wish came true, which is not something that I'm sure she wanted now. And when I say her wish come true, I know she wasn't actually wishing. She just wanted attention when she was a child because parents should be giving their children attention. Yeah, I feel really sad for her because it seems like she struggled with feeling alone since she was a child. Let's move on to the next song. It's called Panic Attack, which doesn't sound like it's gonna be any better. This is a sad album. Ooh, but groovy. She's laughing. Why are you laughing?
Sadness that my brain cannot yet see, and I've been holding on to memories in my stomach and my teeth.
This is so crazy.
Both my shoulders have been burning. Is it love or a panic inside?
Beautiful.
Is a heavy heart too much to hold? I don't know, but it's late, so I'm taking you home. Is it love or a panic inside? Would you mind if I asked you on the phone? I don't know, but it's late, so I'm taking you home.
Beautiful. I love this. Sonically and lyrically, and her voice.
I had to call the doctor, left a note on his machine, because I tripped when we went walking and I felt it in my spleen. Now, is it love or a panic?
Beautiful song.
Is a heavy heart too much to hold? I don't know, but it's late, so I'm taking you home. Is it love or a panic inside? If I can see you anymore. Is it love? Is it love?
Wow.
Is it
Her voice sounds beautiful in this.
love? So I'm taking you home.
I love that. Finally something not as sad. I mean, it's still covering her struggles with anxiety or these panic attacks. And it seems like they happen frequently, especially it seems like with a romantic partner. And she mentioned her knees getting shaky when they came close to her. So I think she's talking about the trauma on her body, maybe from past situations. And it's really crazy how, what did she say up at the beginning? My body carries sadness that my brain cannot yet see, and I've been holding on to memories in my stomach and my teeth. My jaw, literally, you can't hear it, but it keeps clicking, clicking, clicking. It's because I'm very stressed. But I don't even know what I'm stressed about. My anxiety is really weird, and I don't want to talk about it right now. Okay, we're going to the next song. It is called The End. The End, but it's song number 6.
Every couple of years now,
Bye, Beth.
the doctor says I'm sick. Pulls out a brand new bag of tricks and then they lay it on me. Well, at first it was my brain, then a skeleton in pain. And I don't like to complain, but I'm saying sorry. When I met you, I thought I was damaged goods. Had a fucked up childhood.
We heard about that.
And there's poison in my brain and in my blood.
Yep.
If I knew it was the end
Beautiful.
of the world, could you love me like a child? Could you hold me in the dark? If I knew it was the end of the world, would you like to stay a while?
This is so
Could
sad.
you leave when I thought I was damaged goods from a real bad neighborhood? So we wrestled in the mud, and I told him he could stay right where he stood, but I don't know if he should, 'cause we're in the dark.
Beautiful lyrics.
It was the end of the world. Would you like to stay a while? Maybe we could build an ark. What a shame, he's circling a dream. When I met you, I said I would never die, but the joke was always mine, 'cause I'm right racing against time. And I know it's not the end of the world, but could you pick me up at 8? 'Cause my treatment starts today.
This is so sad. Oh my gosh. I knew that she went through really hard times. Obviously, I said at the top of this video, she had leukemia, lupus. But I guess I just kind of forgot that like she could be covering those things in these songs. And this is like not something that I feel like you hear in music very often. And it's something that people go through all the time. I mean, pretty rare to go through them both, but especially at the same time. And she even said the doctor didn't believe her, I guess, when she was feeling some kind of pain or something. That song was beautiful. It's about finding someone who is there with you basically until the end, and them wanting to be with you until the end, because I could imagine that if your life is looking the way that it is, if you have both of these sicknesses, that it's not looking too good for you. And the fact that somebody chose to stay by her side is a very beautiful thing. And that was a beautiful song. I don't really have much else to say except for it was beautiful. Feels good knowing that somebody was there, because in the previous song she talks about her fear of nobody being there for her. So the fact that she found somebody who not only was just like a friend, but like a romantic love that was there for her is beautiful. She said something like, would you love me? Oh, could you love me like a child? Could you hold me in the dark if you knew it was the end of the world? It literally makes me sick to think about. It's so sad. And my mom has lupus, so I feel like this is just very, it's hitting, okay? Let's move on to the next song. It is called I Believe in Magic. But that's the weird thing with like autoimmune stuff. You are totally fine for however long, and then some days it flares up and it's crazy. I Believe in Magic. Gosh, please don't be sad. I did not think. Okay. Ooh. Sounds like a hospital room.
And as far as I can see, the fruit I bear is sweet.
That's sweet.
But the apple's rolling real far from the tree, falling down the hill, so full of love and so carefree. I wonder if the world will treat humanity better than it treated me. I have to grow before I go. I just wanted you to know that I believe in magic, and I believe in sin. I still believe in heaven if they'll never let me in. I started to believe in love the day I met my little twin. I think I might start trying, because I haven't been. My mama's getting old. Well, it's contagious and you catch it like a cold. She won't admit it, but it's something that I know. 'Cause every year that passes for me passes her 100-fold. Back in the day, my dad and I would share our laugh at all of her mistakes. But that alliance didn't save me from her fate. No, I didn't last till 28. Became a single mom, just crushed under the weight of a child growing faster than I think that I can take. I love him anyway. And I remind myself the time will come when he sees me turn gray and realize it's too late, like I did with my mother. So now I tell her to her face.
This is so sad.
I believe in magic, and I still believe in sin. I still believe in heaven if they'll never let me in. I started to believe in love the day I met my little twin. And I might start trying, because I haven't been.
Okay. okay, she needs to stop. That was so sad, so sad. I'm trying to compose myself, but that it's just sad. That's what it is. I think this, I might need to pause for a minute. No, let me try to just breathe, okay? I think this child really saved her because she talked also previously in other songs on this album. It seems like maybe her childhood wasn't the best. Her parents were always fighting. And then she said in this song, like, she would joke with her dad about her mom being some kind of way or whatever, being annoying. I don't remember the exact words. And then she talks about how her mom's getting older and just, I guess people get older and life is short, and I think she realizes that as a parent herself. Sort of, she understands more where her parents were coming from, because she said, now I'm just like them, or something like that, because she was a single or she is a single mother now, when like it seemed like she resented her parents because they fought a lot and all this stuff. So it's just a beautiful song about almost like hope. We're putting those little snippets of her son talking makes me very emotional, and that was so sad. I need to keep listening to the next song because I don't want to talk about this anymore. Also, I was right about the sprinkler, okay? I knew I was onto something at the beginning there. Oh no, not another letter to God. The last one was so sad. Okay. Okay. Hopefully we're switching the tune here.
I left home and moved to Brooklyn, where I wrote the blood test and I'm blaming my state. And I don't wanna blame the child, but I have to speculate if this could all just be an answer to those prayers that came late. Because I never would have said it if I knew I'd have to wait until the moment I was happy, then it all disintegrates in love. Thank you.
Okay. The concept of this album is crazy. It sounds like she's like at her 80s show. And this is a play on her letter to God 1974 version, where she asked God to make her sick. And then in this one, now that she's sick, she's like, please God, I don't want to be sick. And that is so sad. I don't really want to talk about this one that much because I already feel like I'm too emotional. And going back and reading the lyrics to these is just making me more sad. This is beautiful. Let's move to the next song. It is called Hometown. Doesn't sound like it's gonna be much better. Oh my gosh. She just talked in the last song about her friends apparently dying of drug overdoses too, so.
We smoke out in the parking lot behind convenience shops. I bought a couple of grams of weed off him, but so did all the cops back then. The kids from all the county, we would walk out in the heat. Down that road that goes back to my hometown. Somewhere in the clouds, Davey's running for a touchdown. The crowd appears and his mother cheers. He's waving from the field. And he's evergreen at 17 for the last 11 years.
So sad. It's too sad to be doing that.
Getting yellow from the weather. Years will pass in science class, and I might forget your name. But when the cold feet come, the kingdom come, well, you'll always look the same. There ain't no reason on this earth that goes back to my hometown. Somewhere in the clouds, Davey's running for a touchdown. Crowd appears and his mother cheers, and he's waving from the field. He's evergreen at 17.
So sad. music is so beautiful though, and her voice sounds incredible. Loved it. I feel like I can't talk about these songs without like actually crying. That was a beautiful song. Very, very sad about people who die too young. And especially the people in her hometown, apparently. Everybody was just dying there, I guess. Let's move to the next track. It is I Never Loved You, which also doesn't sound like it's gonna be a very happy one. Beautiful voice. I can't even like comment on her voice or her melodies, even though they're so beautiful. She's like, this is incredible. Okay.
The surgeon said she had a hole in her heart, but it wasn't her fault. It was there from the start, trying to love you through an open wound. 'Cause everything I put inside there just fell right through, and I hold the parts together with some pressure.
Who is this that she's singing about?
I never loved you.
Try not to read ahead. I never loved you in vain. Okay. So maybe the person she's singing about is her. Did she have a hole in her heart? I'm confused.
Told the nurses that we argued a lot, and you're rambling on about the last time we fought. I never loved you in vain.
Sonically, this is one of my favorites.
Heat of fire, head on concrete and the screeching tires, sound of sirens, rush of pain. I almost thought I heard you call my name. So now you can take the money, you can get on a plane.
This one is the one I'm most confused by so far. I don't know if she's talking about her baby daddy. I never loved you in vain. Why am I having a hard time understanding what that means? Never loved you without purpose. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting the vibe that it was about somebody that she loved. Not that she never loved. I have no idea who this is about. If this is about the baby daddy, or if it's about her child. Like maybe she's envisioning her child as... No. You guys, if you're a Halsey stan and you know any lore about what this is about, let me know in the comments. This is the one I'm confused about. Okay, we're moving on to the next track. It is track 11 called Darwinism. Here we go.
If I'm made for land and I move to see it all, could I crawl and find some kind Neanderthal?
Okay.
What if I'm from outer space and I have fire in my bones and in my veins? I let it show and scare my suitors far away. While they're in paradise, I'll make us all innocent. If everyone has someone, then love just isn't right. And I'm the only outlier, the lonely archetype.
Back to the loneliness.
Everything is fine.
Very spooky sounding.
Something that I don't. What if I'm just cosmic dust?
Ooh, interesting.
Put me in a metal box that's bound to rust. Shoot me into space and leave me to combust. Return to Earth and just dissolve into its crust.
Okay, that was good. Didn't hit me in the way the other ones did, but I liked the song. The next track is Lonely is the Muse. Track 12. Sonically, everything is sounding beautiful to my ears.
I spent years becoming cool. In one single second, you can make a decade of my efforts disappear. So pieces that I learned how to unscrew, and I just always reassemble to fit perfectly for you.
Mirror ball. Okay, bars. my gosh, Lonely is the Muse, very sad, talking again about how she feels alone, but she will morph herself to fit whatever perspective she needs the person who she's with to see. Mirror ball vibes. If you know, you know. The next track is track 13. It is called Arsonist. I did want to say before we start the next song, sonically, that song was crazy. She was screaming at the end because she just wants somebody to see her. Okay, let's go to Arsonist. Here we go. Oh, I was thinking this was gonna be like... Okay, it's backwards. Can I take the blame for everything you hate? To keep on me confined, I am water, I am shapeless, I am fluid, I'm divine. Somebody will love me for the way that I'm designed. Alchemy's not love, it's playing cards and it's paid for years. Have you ever waited 7 years? You were woken from a dream just to realize that you were still asleep. Do you ever wish you were still asleep? Do you ever wish you wouldn't wake up? Okay. So I don't know who the person is that I thought I remember like her pregnancy announcement being like, it was with one of her friends, like longtime friends. I don't know, but basically the song's about how this person ruins everything that's around them by burning it down and they don't even realize. I think she said because like you loved me, like you don't even realize that you're ruining me. Good song lyrically, but that was the first song that I felt a little, not bored of, but just wasn't connecting with as much. Okay, let's go to the next track. It is called Life of the Spider, Draft. Okay. The Itsy Bitsy? Another sad one.
7 days now I've been living here, too tired to sleep, too sick to eat. When I least expected, God, how could I even think of daring to exist? Looking just like this, I'm hideous.
Oh my God.
I'm nothing but legs, they used to say. I'm nothing but skin and bones these days. You dangle me high over the drain and tell me I'm lucky you don't drop me there and let me wash away or put me on display. God, how dare I even think of choosing here to die? 'Cause then I'm just a problem that you have to take outside. And I know you hate the sight of me. I hold you when you're fast asleep. You've got 8 legs, a million eyes. If only I had 8 more lives. 'Cause I'm the spider on the ceiling and you're nothing but a guy. You don't like it when I cry. You would break me if you tried. And you will, because I dare to be alive.
Sounds like she just recorded that on her piano at home because it sounds very, it's draft, literally. That was devastating. First of all, such a good metaphor, comparing yourself to a spider that this person wants to just kill and throw away. Very sad. Again, not really one I want to like go into talking about. The lyrics say it all. It's incredibly sad, and whoever she was with deserves jail time. for making her feel this way when she was so sick. The next song is Hurt Feelings, track 15. Me, my feelings are hurt, Halsey. It's kind of your fault. I'm kind of the spider right now. I'm just kidding. Ooh.
My dad is almost home, I can't tell time yet, but I know because the air becomes electric when my mother cleans the stove. And walking through the door and both my eyes will find the floor, and I will search my brain to find something I might get, but it don't feel like he's still here. It's strange now that he's gray and getting older by the day, and my eyes tell me that he's harmless despite what my heart has to say. So maybe just forget it, maybe move on, don't regret it, or maybe this is just another trick that hasn't happened yet.
Wow.
Wash me in the water, cut off all my hair, changing like the weather, but I'll never be like him. Rather it's tougher than a boy, lighter than a feather, and that girl would be a problem only if you let her. And I looked her back home, but I cannot forget her. Brush me in the water, cut off all my hair.
Okay, this was very sad again. This is about having daddy issues and her still feeling scared even though she knows in her mind he's not going to hurt her now. Her body still has like a visceral reaction to being in his presence. Like she says, she just looks down at the floor. She feels like maybe he's got a trick up his sleeve anytime he says something. And again, your body just kind of knows and it handles these situations in its own way. You can't even control it. And she mentions, you know, his hair's getting gray, and she mentioned that other song about her mom getting older. Like maybe she thinks or knows that like he's getting older, maybe she should just move past the hurt feelings, but like your body remembers, and I feel like she's kind of wrestling with that in this song. Do you let your feelings, like do you push your feelings to the side for the sake of blood, or do you listen to your body that's telling you this person is trying to hurt you or has hurt you or will always hurt you? Sad song. The next song is Lucky. I did hear it before. I'm gonna listen to it, I guess, because I don't remember it.
Everybody get in line. The girl who flew too high does it all just to be liked by strangers that she met online. Did it all to be included. My self-loathing so deep-rooted in a chick high in my lonely heart. Again, if there's one thing they said.
Okay, I'm remembering this now. Okay, I'm so glad I listened to this again because with the context of the whole album, it makes a lot more sense. It's very sad. She gave us a lot of information in that song, and I do remember hearing some of those things, but I didn't remember like listening to the album. I'm glad I listened to that. It gave a lot of context, especially with like the breakup, when she said became single at her premiere. He broke up with her at her premiere. Loser alert. Okay, next song is Letter to God 1998. I'm nervous for this because the last letters to God were so sad. Her final prayer. I'm scared.
These days I get less calls cause no one wants to hear my voice. I miss the days when I was getting texts that I could just avoid. God, whoever you are, please God, or whoever you are,
So sad.
please God, or whoever you are.
Wow, the letters to God's, not God's plural, but the several songs are so sad and tell such a complete story in those super short kind of interludes almost. Because it went from this prayer that she had when she was a child to a prayer that happened when she was older. Or sorry, it came true when she was older, not in a good way. And then now she's praying that it can be reversed basically, or that she lives because finally found someone who loves her. Her child. We're gonna move on to the last song because I don't want to talk about this anymore. The last song is called The Great Impersonator. It's the title track. Here we go. I'm very nervous. Wow, what a way to close out an album, kind of talking about the death of herself, or hopefully the death of the impersonator, like herself, and like being a mirror ball, basically. I am worried for Halsey. I hope that she is like physically okay. I don't know what her, or like how her lupus is, or if the leukemia is, like if she's, I want to say healed from leukemia, but if she's gotten better after her treatment, I have literally no idea. I'm going to go to her Instagram after this. I don't like follow her or anything, so I have to do some research. You guys can let me know in the comments as well. I hope to God and pray with her that she's okay for the sake of her child and just as a person. It's very sad, all these things she's singing about. I did not expect this album to be so sad. I think I saw the fun pictures of her impersonating musicians she looked up to, and I thought it was gonna be, I don't know what I thought it was gonna be, to be honest. It was not this. I don't know that I would have even reacted if I knew it was gonna be this, because whatever. It's really sad. I hope this album feels like when she releases it, I hope she feels free from the shackles of like people not paying attention to her. I hope, I don't know, I just hope people listen to this because it is so excellent. Like, this is an album that feels like an album. Like, this is art. I feel like I've never heard lyrics this vulnerable throughout a whole album. It is so sad. It's really not made for like the masses, which is interesting because this whole album, she's basically singing about how she feels like people don't pay attention to her. So you'd think you'd want to come out with like a bunch of songs like Without Me to like get the public's attention, but she releases this. But this album was incredible. I like don't even know if it's an album I can listen to ever again because it's so sad. Okay, let me know in the comments your thoughts on the album. Did you cry as much as I did? Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel, I guess. Give this video a thumbs up. And let's show Halsey some love in the comments, okay? I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.